Hey guys, and welcome to my next video, which is a how to get easy Slayer points guide. In this video, we will be going over some stuff. I'll tell you the contents page. We'll first start off with an intro, then we'll do some setups with some examples, and then how to get the quickest points. So basically, what this video is going to be about is how to get the most efficient way of getting Slayer points. Perhaps you're going for your Slayer helm, your very first Slayer helm, and you want some more points, so you want to learn how to fletch broad arrows, or simply, you just want the points so you can cancel Slayer tasks. This guide will show you how to do it, and some of the best ways. Also, don't troll. These are just some very basic and simple ways if you want to get some quick and easy points. So, let's go on to the setups. First of all, the melee setups. Okay, the first setup. As you can see here, I have equipped with bandos with a DFS, a whip, and that's about it. Also in my inventory, as you can see here, I have a cannon with cannonballs, my enchanted gem, some prayer pots, some food, and I've left some gats. With the bandos, if you can afford bandos, then do it because it gives you the extra strength bonus. Obviously, a Slayer helm to give you the extra bonus as well. I think it gives you a 10% if it's just a normal Slayer helm, or a 15% if it's a full Slayer helm, which is simply adding the hex cross or whatever it's called and the focus sight to the Slayer helm. Found that it's helped me hit quite high as well. It's helped me get through my Slayer tasks. If you can't afford bandos, don't worry about it. Just get an alternative, maybe rune, some dragon, maybe. Whatever you can afford, really. As long as it's got a decent defense. Also, a berserker ring. You may want to change that to either a berserker ring eye or simply a ring of wealth. DFS doesn't have to be. You can go for a spirit shield, a blessed one, whatever. And the cape, I just chose the cape. If I had a fire cape, I'd probably equip that. Fury can replace it with a glory, whatever floats your boat, really. An alternative method could be using Guthans. The reason for that is the whole health healer, so you wouldn't really need that many sharks. Also take a backup weapon, something that's maybe stronger than Guthan's spear. As you can see, the strength bonus with bandos is plus 20. Which is pretty good, and it gives a very, very good slash defense attack compared to the Guthans. But Guthans is good if you're a lower level and you want to do higher level tasks, which quite a few people do to get more XP, not only for their Slayer but for their attack, strength, defense, and HP. And the reason I'm taking DFS is maybe it's a dragon task, or perhaps you just want the best defense bonus. Whatever floats your boat, really. Okay, next, the range setups. Okay, for range, basically, I use carryalls because I think it looks freaking sexy with ranger boots. My can't think of the real name for it, so I apologise. My ranging ring. It's fucking late, so I'm tired. I use Barrow's gloves for the strength bonus. The accumulator, just so I can get my bolts back. Broad bolts. The reason for this is they give a plus 100 strength, range strength bonus, which is equal to adamant, but they cost like less than half of an adamant bolt, so they're well worth getting. If you can't afford them, mithril bolts will do just fine. Alternatives could be knives, or maybe even mithril arrows, steel arrows. Take the cannon, take the prayer pots, and also teleport out just in case. Also, a cheaper alternative could be using a Nezi helm, dragon hide. I used ranger boots, but if you need snakeskin boots, that's cool as well. It gives a very, very good bonus. The DFS, again, is for the defense bonus. If you don't have a DFS, you could take a defender, or because they're free, or you can take a book, an unholy book, because they're pretty good to use as well. And now the mage setups. As for a mage setup, what you may want to do is go with something similar to this. I use Arims. You could use the new Gederamic armor, which is pretty decent from what I've seen, and the Polypore staff, but I take the Staff of Light for the special. As you can see here, I'm using, I think it's Fire Wave. Reason for this is, don't want to spend too much on runes, and I have over 100k of fires and airs, so that's pretty decent. Use the Mage Book for the extra bonus. You could take a Spirit Shield or a DFS, but I prefer to hit high. The Infinity Boots, could use Dragon Boots if you want to risk splashing. Slayer Helm for the extra bonus. Alternative could be a hood or magic hat, something along those lines. Also an alternative could be using Slayer Dart at 50 mage, I believe, and 55 Slayer. You can use this spell and it will just tear through beasts. I showed it during my fungal magi guide. So these don't hit particularly. These do hit kind of higher, but they don't hit that well in comparison to most spells. But they do get the job done. But you just go through death runes easily, and it's actually quite scary how many death runes you go through for using Slayer Dart. So I recommend using another spell. Maybe you want to use Ancients if you're in a multi-combat area. Use Ice Burst, Ice Barrage, whatever floats your boat really, or Blood Barrage if you get low on health, so you can heal yourself, so you can reduce the amount of sharks. As for the gaps, basically they're for any loot. Obviously you can eat or drop the sharks. You can take a Beast of Burden, like a Terror Bird at level 52 summoning. Whatever you want to do really. Okay, now how to get the points the quickest. Or how to get points quicker. You can either do the quick points and slow XP technique. I'll demonstrate this for you. First thing, if you're an ancient, grab 2 laws and 1 blood, and then teleport to Caril, also known as Canaphis, and use the Slayer Master up here. I believe he's called Machina. I mean, you can either use this guy or Spreer in Bergthorpe, but I use this guy because, it's pretty much nothing. He'll ask you if you want to, say, no thanks, I'll get a task from you. 40 Banshees. And this is relatively easy, so I'll just show you in a second what to do. Well, what happens when you kill these guys. So yeah, before I actually start my task, just if you quickly check, my Slayer XP is 38,090. Let's see how it gets when I finish my task. So yeah, just about to finish my task. It took me like 10 minutes. No, not even that, like 5 minutes. As you can see, not that much XP. And not that many points. But what you have to remember, and I'll explain later why this is much easier to gain Slayer points in the next part of the video. Okay, so I made 34k out of that, and now let's get on to the next part of the video. Next way to get it is the slower, well, moderately normal points and normal XP, so, yeah. Okay, for this one, you can go to any of the summoning masters that you use. I use Simona. You can unlock her after smoking kills. You can use Duradol in Shiloh Village, or if you're level 75 plus Slayer and 110 plus combat, you can go to Kuradol. So yeah, for Simona, you can use whoever you want. You just teleport. I'm using a Polovinch Teletab, because I've done Love Story quest. You run over here, you talk to her, or whoever you want, and you get your task, really. So yeah, we just get task, yep, and then go and do it. So yeah, guys, when you see on the screen slower points than XP, it's not really slower points, it's more, the moderately normal way of gaining Slayer. well, gaining up Slayer levels. And for those of you that quest, I know quite a few of you do. I know I do. The highest amount of quest point Slayer, the highest Slayer level you need in order to complete and get a quest cape is 67. That's for the Branches of Dark Mayor. It's not really that hard to get. I mean, getting a Slayer helm for the first time will get you up a good few levels. I know that got me up from level 50 to level 62ish, but that was just me keying it and keying it and keying it and keying it. And the rewards are pretty good. I mean, you can cancel certain tasks. You can fletch broad arrows, because even though they're not that good money, it's just useful to have, and you get XP for it as well. So then you could be self-sufficient. You just need to get the arrowheads and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this is helpful. If not, I do take criticism and stuff like that, as long as it's it's good and it's not just trying to hurt your shit, fuck off. That kind of shit is annoying. Otherwise, guys, link, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, add me or PM me on YouTube or in game. Thanks, guys. Bye.